Hello guys, how you doing? It's your boy Proton again. Yeah, back with another video. Thanks for the views on the last one. I appreciate it. So now I'm just gonna be doing a breakdown of the trades I had this week and the ones I sent to the people in the private group. Euro USD is what I sent to them. I don't really send gold because sometimes I think gold might be tricky and not everyone has if you know what I mean, to trade it. So, but Euro USD has been a blessing. We've had a 100% win rate for Euro USD, all by playing our confirmations right. So I'm going to show you guys how I took some of those trades and what was the reason behind them. But before we start, let me show you. This was the image, one of them. I can't find the others, but I sent them 1, 2, 3. So we're going to be watching that. Although I had a fourth one here, which got raided, and I entered, and I think I had another one here. But I can't find that one in the pictures. So I changed my chart colors, obviously. This first one is here, this area. But I did my refinement. This was the first area for sales, this guy, and it delivered. But I did my refinement. So why did I choose to sell here? It's kind of simple, you know. We have downtrend from the daily time frame. When you look at the daily time frame, you can see we're really bearish. So there's really no need for me to start looking for too many buys. Although buys were profitable for the most part because we're coming from a weekly demand level, which I had marked. But for me, I still felt like, oh, I can still snag in some sales. And I can confidently say that, oh, this sell, I didn't take a sell, yeah. But this one, all the pullback sales, basically, we had our stake in them. So let me go back to this guy. I don't have my premium for now, but later on I will. So let me go to this guy and see, oh, how did I get this particular entry? So after seeing this here, this is an IPA candle on the 1 minute. This is not an order block, although price confidently traded into the order block, which is this guy, but I didn't use the order block. What I simply did is after marking out this zone, it's rather simple. I just go to the lower time frame to find an entry, which is kind of easy. I removed the position tool here. I didn't see what I was looking for on the 5 minutes, but it was still on the 1 minute. You know, someone was asking me, where do you enter from? Blah, blah, blah. What I do is, once I spot my POIs, I just either wait for my confirmation or do my refinement and enter immediately. Oh my God. TradingView, regular TradingView is so dead. I can't have data for, oh Jesus Christ. This is terrible. This is terrible. Well, if you have your TradingView Premium with you, try and check out this POI in here on the 11th of March 2022 by 15:33 Lagos State time. I don't know where you are, but there was an imbalance here in the 1 minute inside my zone. Why didn't I use this one, you ask me? Because this is all liquidity in here feeding into that imbalance. There's a last point of imbalance in there, so all I did was this. Did this and put my stop loss around 3.5 pips, if I remember carefully. I think well enough. And my take profit, where is my take profit? As you can see, there was a pullback here. My take profit one would be in this level here, this inducement lows. Because I know a lot of people are going to be thinking about buying from here, but I would see this as liquidity because it's rather obvious to me that it's liquidity. And take profit 2, somewhere around here. Why? Because this is also an inducement low, because there's imbalance below it, which is why price bought from there. It's that easy. Just target the inducements and the liquidity. With this trade, I think I capped that at almost 15R. Yeah, thereabouts. So this one 15R, let's say 15R because I don't like decimals. Prefer, yeah. Remind me. I might need to thereabouts. That's equal. That's the low I targeted for take profit, and see what price did racketed up from here. This demand zone. Why did this demand zone work? You say, oh, but there's this and this, but there is no inducement for these guys here, which is why this one worked. It has been fed a lot of inducement. You can see here, a lot of people who buy here, they get stopped out. Even the break and retest people would be seeing this as a break and retest, this lows here, because they had the level taken here around here. This high had been taken, so what they expect is break, retest, and buy. So that's a big liquidity pool in my opinion, and price just taps into the POI after investment. Simple, easy. And then came back to the same POI as well. This time around, raided my eyes into something else and delivered again. I didn't take this trade, but someone did in my private. Someone did. Beautiful trade. Delivered a couple pips. This one delivered 50 pips for me. This one here delivered 63 pips. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we've had that moved. Now we'll move on to the second POI. Move on to the second POI. Oh, why did I choose this POI? Easy, easy, easy. We had the Asian high staking, and we had the low staking as well. So what does that tell you? That's a Quasimodo. Quasimodo. So price traded into the Quasimodo. What do? You just go to your low time frame and play your reactions. It's that easy, to be honest. Once you mark out your POI and you understand what you're doing, just mark your POIs and take your trade. This would have been such a good buy to take, but I don't really like the idea of that level. It was such a good trade. I think it delivered around 90 pips. Insane. Okay, but what was I watching here? Price moved violently. They say don't catch a falling knife and don't try to catch a flying knife or whatever they call it. I don't know. I've never heard anyone say don't catch a flying knife, but I think that's what they say. I don't have my premium here. I would have showed you the 15-second time frame. In here, there was a break of structure and change of character, as some people call it. But I think it's such a weird name to call something chalk. Change of character. I think it's so weird. For a total of about 5R, 15 pips or so. Yeah, 15 pips. And then price just did this and raided this ice. What was the reason for this raid? I think it's just to clear the liquidity of people selling here and to take away the hope they have. But I'm smart. I know what they're doing. I see this in a small time frame. This is a raid of highs, and there's a break of structure in here somewhere. So all I did was just enter there again. This time around with a 3.5 pip stop as well. Recently, the market has been very volatile, so I'm comfortable with adding 1 pip extra. For instance, in this case, let's say I had my stop loss above the strong high for 6 pips. I would have made a 1 to 10 from this trade, but I don't think I would ever have a 6 pip stop on EU. It's too much, in my opinion. And price just traded, and order flow was respected like to the T. To the T, like. One of my private members took these trades with me. We were together. We took the trade together. He took this sell from here. Like, look at the beautiful order flow. Beautiful order flow, to be fair. Look at this level here. That's the last inefficiency. Respected well enough by price. Made another inefficiency. Respected. Then another one that took a lot of liquidity in itself. Let me show you the liquidity it took. Can you see this high? I see that it took out this highs into the POI and then broke the low. This is not the low it broke. This is the low it broke. This was just a liquidity target for take profits, partials on this one. So you see price traded into that and dropped, traded into this as well. Like, order flow is beautiful when you understand what you're doing. Look at, traded into that again and dropped further. Easy. And then price came back to these lows, took out Asian lows, and then push back here. Okay, and then I saw this opportunity. This was the only trade that resulted in break even, because you can see this trade is not part of my plan. But I don't know, for some reason I felt maybe I was feeling too good. I thought it would go my way by force. But he presented the nice price action that you would require in a trade, and had imbalance, inefficiency, and all that, and it dropped. Well, he failed. Let me tell you why he failed. Because price is clearly bearish. Clearly bullish rather. Asian highs have been taken, the lows have not been taken. I'll come back to this by POI soon. And all this liquidity now that was once our POI, that were once our POIs, they need to be taken as well. They need to be taken out. So I had that in mind, but I don't know, for some reason I thought, oh, since we already broke structure well here, we should keep going down. But the market is not my friend. It's not trying to bless me, so take your thing by force. And all he did was just trade down into this reclaimed block here. Something I've been mentioning, reclaimed block, the top of the 1 hour OB. I remember clearly. In here. Where are you at? Yeah, this 1 hour. This 1 hour POI that was disrespected before and later came back to be respected. And price, seriously, I wish I could do breakdowns like AKFX and just have so much energy and vibe. One of my favorite traders, by the way. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm so angry I can't have like my custom time frames. All price did was trade into there, and upon trading into this POI, which is a reclaimed block or a breaker block on the 1 minute, as some people call it, but I think reclaimed block sounds cooler. He made a Quasimodo, the purest kind, not the purest kind to be fair. But he took out these lows, took out these highs, and had inducement. And on the 15th second, there was a POI here. So all I did was just put my POI here, my entry there. And this one provided me with a 2 pip stop. Fair enough. It was below the POI, so that was good. And price did a violent move to the upside. 50 pip was the target. I expected it to raid all of these highs. Like my previous POI, I expected it to go. But you can see, one last time it reacted again. The POI was very resilient. Like I could have taken this one here and still took this one as well. But for about 40 pips, but I'm not interested. Look at another thing why I don't like break-evens. I just like securing partials. Break-evens are kind of like, they do you in sometimes. You have all this and then you go break-even, yeah. Terrible. And then price does this. Terrible. You cry. You cry for it. So price did that. I was very happy with the movement. And all I did was just wait for price to really come down back into this POI. Let me show you this POI. Whenever you're trading, you can't say you're trading liquidity, inducement, and structure if you don't put into consideration some things. Let's look at it for instance. We have Asian low. Pro tip, Asian low always goes. Almost all the time. Asian low or Asian high must go. Must, no matter how big the Asian range is. If Asia does 200 pips, trust me, price will clear it out. Maybe at London or Frankfurt or something. Price will clear it out. So I had a POI lower here. I sent this one to my Telegram channel because I looked to myself, oh, where the price should buy? It should buy because we've broken all the structure there. Price should buy. So I told myself, oh, we have Asia here and we have this nice little POI. This little nice POI here. As you can see, this is why I talk about candlestick structure a lot. A lot. Like, not market structure this time, candlestick structure. Because when you understand candlestick structure, you see this pullback mitigation here to take the trade for the first entry. Not this. This now becomes invalid in my opinion. Because what do we have? We have Asia on taking unrated. We have this one now complementing it as relative equal lows. And what do I see again? We see this inducement lows here. So, okay, let's say lucky for you, you were smart enough to avoid this one. Then you thought, oh, this is the next one. What? Or now you think this is the next one. It just becomes the inducement for the people that will buy here. Because this is the final stretch. To me, that's the final stretch of unmitigated POIs. All this becomes inducement in my own view, becomes inducement. And what does price do? Look at this. Imagine this was your daily time frame. You had this POI. Like you're so stoked that you did this. Like, this is insane. This is interesting. Like, the market moves in magical ways and it eats you and takes you up about 40 people. That's insane. That's done for the day. But what do I have in mind? This guy here. This POI valid for the meantime, but it will still come down. So if you had intentions of clearing these highs with this POI and not taking your profit, sorry, you were liquidity for people like me. So all you do is just wait, just be patient. This was 10 p.m. 11 p.m. the day before. I saw it around here when I was selling. I saw it at 9 a.m. and look at it, took until 7 p.m. before it came back. Took until 7 p.m. before it came back. It had a 3 pip stop loss option and it tapped it and delivered insane 90 pips. Insane stuff. 90 pips. Insanely insane 90 pips. Like one of the best trades I've had this week, because it showed what you can do with the power of patience in trading. It shows what's possible. So let's move on from there. I took a little cheeky trade in here. This little cheeky one. This break of structure, liquidity, blah blah blah. Sell for a quick 10 hour. I had a POI there. Let me check the 15 minutes. I was looking at this hidden base here, something around here. I think I have it here. Yeah, this final stretch here, the H1. Yes, this was the H1 POI for the first sell. This H1 here, that hidden base I mentioned at the beginning, but I had already refined it to here. So all I did was take the entry on the 1 minute. It happened during Asia, so I knew that, oh, Asia is not to be trusted. Just chase a little 10 hour, 25 pips. Not bad. Not bad at all. Easy, no need to explain. This is one of those boring trades. Nothing exciting. But then price moved deeper into the POI. Like into this POI, moved deeper into it. In here, you can see we were still trading in there. Move deeper into it with a bit of refinement that I've been practicing from one of my friends. Some of you might know him, Alchemist. A bit of knowledge that I stole. not stole though. I would call it steal. But he's one of the best traders I've seen in my life, to be honest. Let me see how long we're here. We should be done with this soon. So all I did was wait for the QM to form, liquidity, structure, blah, 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 2.5 pip, boring. Where do you target? How do you know where to leave the market? You leave the market at strategic points. You don't sleep in a trade. I saw this POI form. I knew, okay, we had so much inducement built for this guy. This guy hadn't taken Asia. It was midline or thereabouts. It was in the discount of the Asian leg. This is where you combine everything you know. the price was in the discount region of Asia. So price really tapped the POI and just flew. Came back there, give a retracement, and then flew up again into my last POI for EU, which was this. And it got raided. I guess because everybody was looking at the POI. So what did I do? Obviously, I didn't take the trade here. I was awake during Asia, and I saw this nice little opportunity here. This one. Oh, how did you know it's going to retrace there? Blah, 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 blah. As someone said, sometimes you don't know. You just take the trade because you got to take the risk anyways. And I could see from my 5 minutes, don't mind me sometimes, I always have a logic to my trade. It's not illogical. There's always a logic. You see the hidden base there. It's pretty self-explanatory at this point. There's nothing for me to explain again. There's nothing to explain. The hidden base was the POI I used after it got raided and I saw this pullback. And I chased 60. 60 got delivered. Easy. Easy money. Just take the trade from this 5 million level. This was the entire POI. I only just used that refinement. This was the trade level there. 2.5 pip stop. If I add it up here, but that's unreasonable. Our price just fell. Tanked. Tank into this POI here. I didn't take this trade, but my guys took it. Big ups to them. I think I have the screenshot here or something. No, this is not it. Yeah, but that's about it. That's about it for Euro USD. Pretty boring if you ask me, but pretty fantastic. This sell, this buy, beautiful, beautiful, and this sell to beautiful, like classy trades, like classy. Now let's jump into gold, which is the most beautiful pair in the market. Aside from its volatility and the amount of liquidity flowing in it, it is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful to trade. I think some of my POIs might be lost, Seth. I think I cleared some of them up. I mean, some of the trades I took. Because I remember I had... let me check Telegram. Okay, let me check Telegram. I think in this chat, okay. Well, unfortunately, I had some other trades. I'm trying to find it. Today, yes, this one. No, this was 11th of March. This was last week. Sorry, guys. I'm very tacky with these things. Oh, yeah. I had these ones. I didn't take them because I don't jump into trades. Pretty valid POIs, if you may ask. If you ask me about, I didn't consider this level here, which was pretty dumb. We still all make mistakes. I didn't consider that even the best traders make mistakes. So that would have been the perfect POI, and this would have been the inducement in here. This would have just been inducement lows, inducement highs rather. So I wanted to take a sell there, but it didn't get the POI before it dropped for a couple hundred pips. Also, let me check. I had other gold trades. I remember. I had other gold trades. Boy, I think I'm confused. I took a sell around here. Yes. I remember, guys. After Asia's high was taking, obviously, after every high take goes, there'll be pullbacks. this high. I don't think I sent that one. It should be in my saved messages. I don't want to go into my saved messages. So there, easy. Why didn't it go up here? Well, this one was perfect enough. It had taken liquidity and broken structure. This one was just, I don't know, bear back. Price just tapped into it and dropped. This was a very beautiful sell too. And this was the beautiful buy. This was the most beautiful buy I saw today, this week rather. I had this entire range here as my POI. Same ideology as this EU buy in here. Asian low, OB, or IPA, whatever you call it. But this was an IPA because it's not an OB. The OB had been mitigated. So liquidity here, price moved, drifted away. What I love about gold is it would always come back for you, fam. It would always come back for you. It would. Oh, gold is such a sucker. I had a POI here. Look at what it did. So the lows were taken. Price drifted. I was looking at it all day. And then what did I do? I just simply to increase my RR. And I know that gold is a deep retracement. Motherfucker, sorry. F word. So all I did was this last imbalance here. It's insane, but that's what I did. I want to show you. It didn't even get there. Oh, I think it was 2 minutes I used. Sorry. Yeah, this POI. This was it. Nice little imbalance. Like, it was too gorgeous. This was gorgeous. Just too gorgeous. So, and price just simply just tapped into it this afternoon. And look at 130 pips or so. Yeah, 136.5 for 2-1R. Insane. Like, when you understand liquidity and you play it would be beautiful for you. Like, your trades would just be on point. You know, Asia would go. The eyes, I have a POI here, free signal. Do with that what you want to. If I was refining, I'd already refine to this. That level there. The market exceed efficiencies. Either year. Yeah or yeah, I would expect a sell when Asia's high has been raided. That's just easy. Understand timing, Asia, and all those things, and you're good to go. Asia was taking, price fell, blah blah blah. We're good. I had some other peers that I looked at, but I don't think they're noteworthy. But that's it for me and the market this week. Win rates about 100%, 95% if you're counting the BE. But BE is a win in my situation because you still made something of it. So thank you guys. If you have any questions, please ask me on Telegram or in the comment section. I'd love to answer your questions. Thank you guys. Bless.